Flare should be here soon. Not sure about Overgrowth, but everyone did confirm they're ready to go.
Hello.
Hello.
Who this? Hey, Flare.
Hey, Flare.
It's a little loud on my end.
Okay, there we go.
You're a little loud on my end. I'm gonna turn the voice down. Yeah, I had you like at 200% for Okami, but now I'm putting it back down to regular volume.
How is this?
That's good. I think everyone else sounded pretty good. I think I heard Kaylin briefly, but I think her voice sounded fine.
We're just missing
Overgrowth.
Overgrowth and
Legon is getting the foods. I'm just streaming the game, and I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to the dub contents end. There we go. 4 of us so far. Boom, boom. How was your weekend, Flare? What have you been up to while I was out getting sunburned dealing with fam?
Not a whole lot. My sister came down, so I spent some time with her. But other than that, not really a whole lot. Overgrowth and I were on call pretty much all afternoon yesterday playing 100 Line.
And how's that going?
It's going interesting so far. We're on a route that turned into a killing game.
Yay! It will never die! Despair will never die! Yeah!
Well, it's not the same killing game as Danganronpa, but it's a killing game.
Fair enough, fair enough. I'm guessing you're like, what, 100 hours, 200 hours in the game? I'm scared.
Let me check my Steam. I can.
Whenever I get to this game, I need to like come with a clear condition. I think doing every single route is probably a bad idea.
I am currently 95 hours in.
Jeez.
And I have 5 endings.
Oh my god. Yep, I'm not.
How many?
I have 100.
100 endings.
Oh.
That.
So you're going for 100% then?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I'll see you in 2153 then.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll let you guys play it and be like, hey Zeus, you want to stream this game? Let's do this ending and that ending. And let's see what we discover. Let's just do like the top 10 cool ones, I don't know. But then that's over 100 hours already. Fuck. I'm 32 parts in with Elden Ring, and that's a game that's meant to be long, not a freaking visual novel. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your percentage completion of Elden Ring right now? 10?
No, the base game's done. I'm on the DLC. So,
Okay.
out of total content, 75%? Probably. So it's the final core I'm working on. I'm getting there.
I still have some to do.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. See.
And
the
then
100
whatever
line,
game is going to be next after that.
Well,
the
after...
100 line has what's called a 50-hour tutorial, and then the real game starts.
Oh lord.
I'm already turned off by this, but it is 2 of my favorite writers, so I'm like, ah! I must! But I
I
must!
guess maybe not. Maybe tutorial is not the right answer. Prologue. It's like a 50-hour prologue that
Yeah.
then leads into the 100 different endings.
Hey, you thought a 4.5 hour prologue in Kingdom Hearts 2 was bad? Uchikoshi yeah, is like, fuck no.
Hold my beer.
Hold my freaking sake. Let's go.
Hold my yeah.
I play RPGs and I'm used to games being long.
Hold my flowchart.
Yes. Exactly. Oh,
I
jeez.
still remember the one game that I played on my channel that took almost a year of daily half-hour episodes to complete.
What game is that?
War Tales.
Yep. I figured it would be that game. I thought you played longer games, though.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have another really long one when I start my playthrough of Wrath of the Righteous.
Oh,
I
man.
know that one's long.
Well,
Like,
I wish you...
I think a full playthrough is like 90 hours if you're not including the DLC.
Wow. Long-ass games is becoming the norm, I guess, these days. Or at least the stuff we're all
they've
getting
been
into.
trying to push games that are incredibly long with like 70, 80, 90, hundreds of hours of content for ages as a selling point. Even though many of them, those 100 hours of content, 80 or 90 hours of them are pretty much just bitch work of the exact same thing over and over and over, or checking off boxes or ticks on a map. Like,
Yeah.
God knows how many Ubisoft games.
Yeah, that's...
Are you guys good in here?
Oh, hey!
There's a difference between an Ubisoft game being 90 hours and Wrath of the Righteous being 90 hours.
Or 100 line. It's got good
90
variety.
hours? You're lowballing it.
No, that's what you're at right now.
Which am I lowballing? Am I lowballing Wrath of the Righteous, or am I lowballing an Ubisoft game?
Yes.
She was talking about 100 line.
Okay.
Alright, so I do believe everyone is finally here. Caitlin Overbrook, may I hear your mics again? Just want to make sure we're all good.
Hello.
Okay, there's... Good there. Hold on, I want to raise...
Caitlin's dead.
Uh-oh.
Where is she?
Oh wait, shit, we're actually streaming? I didn't realize you started that.
I did! I
Yeah.
typically start right at 7. Yes.
We've been streaming our conversation this whole time.
Mwahaha. Yes.
Is there anything really wrong with that, though?
Well, it's a good thing I didn't say anything that would be a bannable offense on Twitch.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Oh dear.
Me
Yes.
spouting out 7 different slurs.
Yep, and there goes my streamer career. Died before it started. Thank you. Okay. So let me see. Get the chat. Okay, let's hear. Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna hand over control over to Legon. Once I get the link out. Oh, there you go. You're already connected.
Yeah.
And then I gotta give you.
Yeah. Don't need the link as app.
Not gamepad, keyboard.
Oh my
mouse.
gosh.
There you go.
Sorry, I saw something on your stream chat.
Oh, hold up. Gotta make you all bigger. There we go. And I am now officially hitting the...
No, I think that's just because we don't have the bots in here.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get the bots to join, and let me see if I can do it from my phone, so
Okay.
I don't have to move my mouse.
Also,
Yes, Zeus making everyone bigger. What is this? Another Tuesday?
Now recording.
yes. Oh, hold on, Legon. I need to hit the magical
Yeah.
record button. It has now officially been hidden.
Good.
I'm
It's been
out of
hidden?
the window. It's fine.
I'm making everyone bigger again. Bigger.
Oh, here we go again.
And bigger. Yes.
Just like that meme.
Too big. There we go.
Bigger. More.
Alright. There you go, Legon. We're all good. We're all good now.
Someone needs to do the thing that I just saw pop up on your stream chat.
Huh?
I don't know why it says it's visible only to me.
Well, I can't see anything on your stream chat.
What does it say?
It says horse noises.
Wait. You made me... You redeemed that?
I didn't redeem anything. I
After-
just opened your stream chat and this popped up.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
Oh, it's
that-
a redeem.
It's a new redeem. Because people were asking for horse
Well-
noises.
Yes, that's why I was happy. I was like, yes, I see it. Someone needs to redeem this.
Nay!
What is that? That is not a horse noise.
Come on, you have to do a real horse noise.
Do I must. For the sake of my audience. Oh god, no, wait. Ah! The freaking alerts are not right. It's cringe over here. Oh, I know why.
Truly.
That's why. Sorry. Alright, well. One day then we'll sink, alright? As horrible as it be. There you go. Now, let's freaking get to stream.
He'll improve with time. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
That's what I'm concerned.
What if I become a real horse? Oh no.
The true
right.
Animorph story.
Oh, Animorphs, I
my
love
God,
that series. I have so many of those books.
Alright.
All right. Are we all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to
Let's
go.
fucking go.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Naysayers! Alright.
All right, good. I'm glad we all said something normal.
Fuck
There
ice.
is no normal, only Zool.
You call naysayers normal? Okay.
Anyway.
Actually, pause for a second. There's something with my main game window being stupid. It's supposed to be bleeding into the background. Not sure why it's not.
I mean, it's fine. We're just
Oh, that's
at
why.
the point before we gotta talk to the person in the cell.
Oh, I see what happened. I was on content set old like a moron, and I had to fix it on content set. Making it all bigger again. You're welcome.
Yes.
Love to see it.
More.
Alright, we're good. I swear we're good now. It's cell time. Last time we left off. Oh, kitty.
It's a cat.
Oh, got the puds. Save me.
What a possum kitty! Baby.
Please, Kay, I'd appreciate it if you could stick to using normal words.
Me
Or
too.
at least better puns.
Baby. If I had a little buddy like her, life in prison wouldn't be so bad.
Kill me.
I think you mean prison.
I can't roll my R's.
That is why you are a failure.
No, what am I thinking? I can't get locked up for real.
Are you sure you're not a furry? Because I'm pretty sure they are all about
No, we've been over
puns.
this. I am a furry.
Perhaps I'd better give her a meowment to get this cat speak out of her system.
Edgeworth! No! No!
It's contagious.
Edgeworth!
Oh, hey, you there. Is it true?
Is what true?
The broken bracelet thing. Because I want one too, you hear?
You'd break the rules even now, from behind bars.
No, it ain't like that. I just want to hang out with the animals, is all.
It's not a crime to be an animal lover, you know, Mr. Edgeworth.
That depends
Look
on
at
what
that
kind of an
baby.
animal love you're talking about.
Speaking up for the
Fine.
furries, baby. Let's go.
Well, thank God nobody questioned me on that.
Alright, you ready to meet our maximum security prisoner? What could it be? Who could it be?
I love the small sign just in the corner, just ashamed of itself to say maximum security. It's like, why such a small sign?
Whoa, it's pitch black in there. I can't see a thing.
But didn't you say that the Yatagarasu takes flight even in the dead of night or something?
Shut the fuck up. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares take flight.
What about owls?
Shut.
That's a good point.
One alone soars to shine, the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me! me! For I am the great thief Yanagrasu! I'm saying this in front of a prisoner.
Whoa! You are one powerful performer.
Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm a human, not a three-legged raven. One day I will see my line.
Whoa. Bye, Edgeworth.
This, I believe, is Legon.
I'm fairly certain you might want to double check.
It's definitely you.
Yeah, let me just double check real fast, but I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
I think you'll get a quick sense of who this character is once you see him, Legon.
Yep, this is Legon.
Mr. Edgeworth.
That voice. I knew it.
It has been far too long.
You remember me?
I could hardly forget now, could I? After all, you're the one who put me away.
Mr. Edgeworth? Are you talking to the dog?
No, I'm
Woof,
talking to a
woof.
bitch.
Or is there someone else in there? Still can't see a dang good thing.
Dang it.
Danga!
I'm forgetting myself. Forgive me, I do not often receive visitors. One moment, I'll turn on the lights.
Oh.
Scary guy.
You are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I am Bodhidharma Canis. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances.
There's freaking veins on the back of his skull. I didn't recall it's in the 2D sprites, the old sprites. Edgeworth.
Canis was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. The last sound his victims would ever hear.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me?
You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already.
Then I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another.
Oh. Literally boss. Badge time.
Very well.
Hmm?
You wish to water the flowers of the earth with the blood of your veins. What a noble request. I will gladly see to its fulfillment.
I'll thank you not to ascribe such a morbid meaning to the proof of my profession.
Yikes.
It's not like I try to find murderers guilty of their murder so that they can be murdered themselves due to being put on death row. Wait a minute. Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat.
Your witness is mistaken. Helmet is a gentle soul. He is my eyes, nothing more. It is absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, it is. You're a good boy, aren't you?
Alright, I need a pause. Helmet? In a fan translation, this was
Yeah.
Anubis.
Yeah, fan translation of the dog's name was Anubis.
Where is Helmet from again?
I think it's
You
another.
put it on top of your
dog.
head.
No, it's the wrong helmet. I think it's another, like, Greek god of death or something. Not Greek god, a god of death, but I don't... Helmet...
Anubis is the
God.
Egyptian god of death.
And Helmet.
Anubis is Egyptian god. Helmet is... Where is the name Helmet from?
Norse? I don't know. I don't think so. I need to go through my...
There's a hell in Norse mythology, but not a hell.
Yeah, there is a hell, but I'm not.
Or
I look up. I
Helmut,
type
or it's
Helmut.
Hellhound.
I look up Helmut, and I don't see anything come up on Yahoo. So who knows?
It might be just
Yahoo?
So you
Hellhound.
Yes, I use Yahoo. I don't use Google.
Well, it could literally...
Yahoo!
It could literally
Yes,
just...
Yahoo.
Hey, at least it's not Bing.
Yahoo.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not seeing... Hold on, you know what? I know an easy way to figure it out. I'll just go on the Ace Attorney wiki and figure it out. Because they'll have done the,
Well-
research, they'll have done
they'll
the research
tell you.
for me.
I think it's just a play on Hellhound.
Yes. That makes sense.
And that's when it turns out he's just named for a helmet. Specifically,
Okay, let's
to,
see.
specifically to try and cover this guy's veiny head.
Okay, Helmet is a German name derived from either hell, healthy, or hitja, battle, and muot, spirit, mind, mood. In this case, it is also likely on the play on the words hell and mutt, reflecting his role as a seemingly demonic dog.
Oh,
Hellhound.
okay.
Well, you were right, Kaylin.
I guess it's
As I
better.
usually am.
I guess it's better than just straight up Anubis name dropping a god. And welcome, Serenity. Welcome to the stream.
Helmut is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. A weapon once used in this man's sordid trade.
This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume?
Ugh. Sarwit is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach.
I know, then. I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helm. Yes.
It figures that he already knew who our witness is. What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Canis?
During the show, you mean? I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I've developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning.
And you have permission to engage in such a hobby. I can't believe someone would actually let you, especially with all these sharpened tools that are around there.
The warden and I have an understanding.
An understanding? That's ridiculous. This man shouldn't be allowed 1, let alone 5 chisels. There are nothing but lethal weapons in his hands.
Why is there a dragon on the chessboard?
That's not a
Why
dragon.
not?
But it would be much better if it was a dragon.
It looks like a dragon.
It looks like Cerberus.
It's
It is
probably
Cerberus.
supposed to be the knight.
Yeah, it does look like Cerberus, actually. I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane.
Whoa! That must have taken forever.
Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus is now shifted to pieces such as these.
It is a Cerberus. I didn't know you played chess.
You play too, do you not, Prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me? Though you may find my game rather rudimentary. I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid.
What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads.
First Pegasus in the last game, now Cerberus in this game.
Ah, yes. The dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles. Although I'm led to believe they're called rooks in other languages, all doing their utmost to protect the king, all loyal to the last. I've always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by the regular rules, and with the regular pieces.
I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though.
Oh, I have my correspondence.
Correspondence chess, then. Sharing moves by post.
Yes, and prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. The contents are inspected, of course. Although I have yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move.
Is that a thing people do? Just back and forth long distance chess playing?
Oh yeah, that's been a thing for a long time.
Very old concept.
Cool.
Yeah, just send a letter from one place to another. It's how people did it even back probably in ancient times. Well, maybe not ancient, but...
Definitely long before the popularity of the internet came to be.
Oh yeah.
God, yes. Medieval at latest for an early time. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it
even
like...
way before then.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like this current opponent isn't a resident here. I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Carnus.
His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul.
Poor unfortunate soul.
I like to imagine just Edgeworth just started singing as soon as he heard that.
He's a
You
Disney
do well
adult
to
deep
keep
down.
those atrocious tones out of my ears.
You keep your ear to the ground.
My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth.
I thought time was all you had.
Time
Ears
is the
and
material
time.
that I have. Ears are all my body has.
Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the prison's information network?
Perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all.
And what do you mean by that?
Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one, a crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. The attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter.
Attempted assassination.
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knight?
Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader and that there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Are they attempting to cover up President Wang's fake assassination scheme?
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, cowboy. You're saying the Bronxster didn't actually have a pop at the Prez? I was hired to defend him on the charge of attempted murder.
You mean you don't know what really happened? So what? They just blame the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight?
It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved.
Of course! They took you off the case to try to keep you away!
And swap in that wiener kid to push through. Why did I say wiener kid? Oh my god! And swapped in that wiener kid to push through an attempted murder charge.
In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth! Who could have seen this coming in this game?
So they really were trying to frame him.
Oh, so we're dealing with another corrupt leadership situation. Oh, that's happening so many times in fiction nowadays.
Yay!
Understandable reasons, it happens in reality too. But one gets so tired of it eventually. When can we just have a straight-up villain who relishes in being evil? Like the guy in front of me?
According to the guards, this night, was it? They tell me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination.
Which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial.
I'm no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate in prison on false pretenses.
Well, thank you for telling me that. Next, I assume you're going to tell me that the sky is blue and the grass is green.
I don't
And
know
also
what
that my
colors
ascot is ridiculously over the top. Not that that's a problem, mind you. I happen to like fiddling with it now and then.
I cannot see anything, Mr.
And
Edgeworth.
I hear the girls like fiddling with it too. Which is strange, since I don't go for them.
Oh my god.
I'm not allowed out of this cell, but Helmet, on the other hand. How do you like a taste of Prosecutor? An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmet, yes it is. Yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth.
No bastion of truth, huh?
But is it a Bronco of truth?
Ha!
No, it's bastion of Overwatch. I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors.
Ooh, you talking about me?
There he is.
You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you?
Our famous wolf boy.
Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that the courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today.
I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors. You know, I'm almost disappointed he's not here. He'd probably enjoy this prison.
Even Helmet understands, don't you, Helmet? Yes, you do.
I love the dog. Did you good boy? Did you good boy?
The truths revealed in court and your deductions. It is dangerous to trust either. It is dangerous to trust either implicitly. But I'm not better. You are not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air. I could smell it.
Are you sure it wasn't just a dog on her neck?
Not those two
I can't
again.
tell.
Prosecutor Loser and Judge Gavel.
They went over my cell with a fine-toothed comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail. But I mustn't
not
take it
any of those-
personally.
The many blades you have in there.
They are for wood, they are not for human.
So you're
But I
saying
mustn't
that
take
they
it
are for
personally.
human when it happens to be a male in the morning.
Oh.
Do you want me to chop your head off with these?
I don't think I get that one.
What else does he have to
Don't worry
lose?
about it.
You don't want to.
Morning wood. In the morning. They're for wood.
I don't
What would
know.
he be
I don't know what you're
violently
talking-
Do you
doing?
not know what morning wood means?
Oh,
I don't know what
I'm
that
not
means.
even a guy.
Oh my god.
We'll tell you after the stream.
We'll tell you when you're
Guys,
older.
you know what morning wood is.
Like even I know what that is.
But I
Yeah, no, I'm
mustn't
sorry.
take it
I'm lost on that
personally.
one.
Rumor has it that they searched every
Oh my
cell in
God.
the prison.
Do you want to tell him,
Still
Kaylin?
failed to find what they were looking for.
I think
I
it would
pray they weren't
violate
too
TOS,
disappointed.
so
What? I'm sorry.
Later. Later.
unless you want, if you really want to know, I can DM at you right now.
I don't think I do, actually. I'm growing more concerned the more you guys
Don't worry about it.
dodging the question.
Tell you when you're older.
Oh, come on, Chess. Why did you do that?
He is so ace, he doesn't know what morning wood
I
is.
just gave you the answer to what it means.
Well,
What?
thanks. Okay.
You now know what it
Alright.
means.
No sharing notes behind
Congratulations.
stream. Share it to class.
Just getting spiffy in the morning.
No,
that's it.
don't.
That's it, that's all.
Is that a thing that happens to people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's quite common.
The-
Apparently, I don't know.
Supposedly.
Well, that's news to me.
Yeah, I know.
I am surprised. I'm flabbergasted.
Can we move on?
I agree. Let's move on. Get back to the drinking case. Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now?
Stalwart's testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more proper evidence if I want to take Carnus on.
Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day. Helmet will show you out. Good boy, Helmet. Go on now.
Good boy.
Uh,
Good boy.
he's not showing us out permanently, right?
Let's get out of here. Come on. The good boy's gonna kill me.
Until next time, Mr. Carnus.
It does pain me that our brief time must end just as we were becoming reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm
That-
the
that whole-
monkey now.
That whole conversation just made me think of the fan translated version and just how the localized version is just so much better.
Also,
The
I'm looking
fan
at
trans-
Edgeworth's lighting here. He's actually getting yellow lighting on his character.
Yeah,
He is.
It's nice.
It's neat. But what you were saying about the fan translation.
Basically, I was like, the fan translation is so much more direct in terms of like what Edgeworth and Canis are saying to each other. And the localized version has a much more nuanced subtleties to the dialogue between them. The fan translation, Edgeworth is just like, I'll come back and like prove that you did this. And Canis just like, I await that moment.
Now,
Also,
to gather
why
the
is
evidence
Kay on the rocks?
Because I'm scared. The good boy's gonna kill me.
Now, to gather the evidence I need to bolster my case.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's the best hiding spot she could find. Alright, Kay, you can come down now. I guess. So where's Sexbang?
He ran off somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast.
Ah, Sexbang, Sexbang, Sexbang.
So, what do we do now?
You and I will continue the investigation. I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. No pun intended. Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops. But he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of those heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating the holding cells.
And Mr. Knight's room, right? But, what about Mr. Sexbang?
Oh my god, Kay.
Oh no.
It's
Not you
spreading.
two.
Kay! Kay Rooney, I trusted you, man. Come on now.
I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready.
Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh, well.
Alright.
The victim's cell is just over there.
Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, I don't get to move.
Who is this?
This is Katie.
Oh, the warden again?
I have just about had it.
Hmm? Who's that? Ah, Warden the Guard. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry.
Here, Galen, you can take this one.
Okay. He is still not talking, ma'am? Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct?
No, and I've tried so many times. I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report.
I guess a killer for hire is always going to be a tough nut to crack.
A killer for hire?
Oh!
I couldn't help overhearing, Warden the Guard, but were you just talking about bodied armor Canis?
My, you were listening? How very gosh of you. A girl's
What is it? Here we go again!
Gauche.
very gosh
Here I
of you.
expected her to say gauche.
I was gonna
I'm
say
very happy, at
Gauche.
least. I thought you were going to say gotchi.
A girl's privacy is her armor, you know.
Privacy.
That one was on purpose.
I buy it. I buy it.
Do you
At least it's the
normally
right way to
conduct
say the word.
Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself?
Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional... Oh, God. Tit-a-tit with everyone, you see.
Nope, not how you say it.
We're keeping it.
Tete-a-tete.
Tete-a-tete.
No.
Yes.
Titty-a-titty with everyone, you see.
Yes.
Alright, I guess that's what we're going with.
I love it.
That's what it means to be a member of the family in this little home of ours. There isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once.
Not even the one who was murdered. So, your office.
How sweet. He's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. It's down this corridor here, darling. But FYI, I don't just let anybody wander in willy-nilly.
I'm almost disappointed you didn't ever say, but ye.
I know how text works.
Let's see, that would put it right around here.
Sorry. It's a wonderful room, if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. And who wouldn't want a view of my fabulous garden in the yard? Ooh la la! yard? If it's anything like the rest of the place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid it's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home.
All right,
Mr.
well,
Edwards, I
Kay,
need
we'll
go
need to
commit
get
a
you arrested.
crime. If you want to see it that badly, you'll just have to get her convicted for doing something unspeakable.
Oh, jeez.
That's a rather steep price to pay.
Oh, but just listen to me, chattering away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. The poor dear will be dying.
No, not another murder.
Allie.
The sweetest little dear in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Now, to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. Ciao.
Walking through a steel door.
I wanted to ask her more about Canis, but she dominated that conversation from start to finish. Which I don't care for. I mean, I know some people probably call me a bit of a sub, but still.
Edgeworth is a
Let's
pillow
go investigate the
princess.
victim's cell, shall we?
Sadly, Edward's not much of an animal person.
So, this is Knight's cell.
When do you think he was brought in, Mr. Edgeworth?
It would had to have been the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And then, at some point, he wound up in the prison proper. But how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction.
All right, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth. And I need to go get my pizza out of the oven. Kay just made pizza in the prison.
Let's go. Pizza.
Just commandeered the prison's kitchen.
Prison pizza. That
I
sounds
didn't
like...
touch anything, and they're just staring at
I'm
the
sorry,
camera.
but prison pizza sounds like... I wouldn't say innuendo, but something like that. Like the whole prison pocket thing.
Ugh.
Prison pocket?
I'm not gonna touch anything. They're just gonna
You
be
don't know what a
staring at the
prison
screen the whole
pocket
time.
is.
No.
Okay, so if you need to sneak something into a prison, they're going to search you. The only way that you can keep something hidden
Yep.
is by storing it in your prison pocket, which is not any bit of clothing that you have. Use some logic. Where would you want to store something to sneak it through somewhere that no one is going to want to reach in to check?
Your stomach.
I mean,
if it goes far enough, but it's not going to.
oh my god. I feel
Run
so
in.
bad about this conversation. You guys, stop corrupting Flair. Stop it, you.
Here's a
Judgmental
hint.
stares of Edgeworth and Kay.
Yes.
Here's a hint. For the people who are going to investigate, they need to pull on the latex gloves.
Or you could talk to Kay about it, but she's getting pizza. So I guess we can investigate in the
Do you
meantime.
still not get it, Flair?
No, I get it. I know what you're talking about.
Thank you! I didn't know if I would have to make it more obvious.
Oh god!
No, I just didn't know that's what it was called, but I'm familiar with the concept because it was used in Squid Game.
Oh God. First morning wood, now prison pocket. What are we going to teach you next?
I don't know.
Victoria's Secret compartment or something?
I don't know what that is. So I guess.
Okay.
We've already done this, I think.
Kaylin, you want to explain that one?
She's muted.
Clearly.
So are we just waiting for overgrowth?
Yeah, pretty much.
Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on the back. Numbers. As if we're not human on the inside like everyone else.
I know,
I
right?
know people say I'm not human, but come on. I am totally human. I am a human being.
You sure you're not a robot?
This badge's design is said to reflect the relentlessness and discipline of law enforcement. It comes from the authority vested in us as strict prosecutors of the law.
Protectors.
Protectors. Strict protectors of the law. And executors of sentences, much like harsh winter frosts and blazing summer days. To wear it is to identify oneself as a prosecutor, but I have no interest in doing so.
I would love it if, like, the person who designed this badge was just like, no, it just looks cool.
Way cooler than the
It's like,
Defense badge.
I just wanted it to look like a ninja star. I don't know why you're deriving all this meaning from it, Edgeworth.
Chat, you there? You awake? What's up? You've been quite all stream over here. Hope you're having fun.
Serenity is the only person here.
Brightfire, I swear, has been quiet all stream too. Everything all right there, Bright?
I'm here. I just have nothing to say.
Yeah. How about some theorizing? Oh wait, no, never mind. Overgrowth's back, I think.
What?
I don't like how they're staring.
Welcome back, Overgrowth. You missed me explaining something else to Flare.
Oh no. Oh, my mic fell.
Now Flare knows what a prison pocket is.
Oh, buddy.
Did you know what that was?
Yep.
How do you people know these things?
How do you
How do
not?
you
That's
not?
common knowledge.
Where do you learn this information?
You
The
just kind of
internet.
pick it up.
Internet?
That's. I guess I don't spend enough time on the internet then.
Probably for the
Clearly
better.
you don't.
Keep it that way.
Save your innocence.
Reflected in the mirror is
A security camera. A great thief's greatest enemy.
You know what? I can't actually argue with that.
Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, if I'm being honest.
It's a prison. I think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay. God? I'd like you to retrieve the footage from this security camera and review it as carefully as you can. Seriously, why has nobody checked the security cameras yet? It's a prison! There should be security footage clearly showing how he ended up outside of this room, because the bars on the window still seem secure, so you'd think that they would know something.
But that'll ruin the fun, Edgeworth.
I'm sorry, sir, but we're not paid enough for that.
I'm sorry, sir, but the only security camera in this whole prison is this one camera here.
I'm pretty sure you're paid more than Detective Gumshoe, so clearly you're paid enough.
Oof.
If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately.
Is Kaylin again?
This is an extra.
Well, she's muted.
Kaylin!
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we get to investigate until he comes back.
Apparently we could talk to Kay.
Or that too.
Hello. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Look at my badge.
I think we already had this dialogue.
Very severe, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, I think we did this like case 1. Alright.
There's a lot more stuff in here than I expected.
Indeed. And it doesn't all seem to have belonged to Mr. Knight. Some of the books, for example, seem to be permanent fixtures.
You know, I don't think being in here would be all that bad, really.
Well, you're welcome to give it a try. I certainly won't stop you. Free room, free board, free food, free healthcare.
No, thanks. But since we're here, I might as well case the joint. You know, just in case. So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get looking! Chess is a pretty popular pastime in here, huh? I mean, Mr. Knight even asked Simeon to bring him his chess set.
I'm afraid I have to disagree. In fact, as far as I can see, only 2 people were so enthralled as to own a chess set. Mr. Knight and...
And? Oh, you mean that scary guy?
Yes. Could it really be a coincidence that they're both such great fans of chess?
Alright.
I'm staring at you, Zeus.
Why me? Not all of us here in the chat?
No, this is wrong. The books are in English, not Japanese.
I must scour the scene
They
and
went out of their way to
anything that
translate the
catches my
books.
attention.
Oh,
No,
they
actually,
They
think
changed
about
all
that.
the...
Like, look at the text of the books in this. They're clearly Japanese symbols.
Are they? I can actually.
Oh, yeah,
I
they
can't
are.
actually tell.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
let me-
afar.
They are.
Let me zoom in. Oh, you're right. They are.
And then when we zoom
Yeah.
Can't tell. So let's see. A second chance at life, interviews with a former prisoner, making money while serving time, you'll laugh tomorrow, an anthology, understanding animal emotions, life as a pet stylist, and 200 Days to Freedom, an escape story, volumes 1, 2, and 3.
in. Wow.
Well, you at least know it's volume 3, but you don't know whether the other ones are volumes 4 or 5 or some other number.
In the
Probably
fan
more than
translation,
2.
all of these were like movie references.
Wow, that's a lot of books. Let's take a look. You'll Laugh Tomorrow, an anthology. Understanding animal emotions. Life as a pet stylist. Maybe there was more to Mr. Knight than met the eye.
Sadly, I don't think he was a transformer. These were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees. With the hope that they would want to better themselves during their time here. A second chance at life, interviews with a former prisoner. These books appear to have been written by current model prisoners and former inmates.
Oh, I like the look of this one! 200 Days to Freedom, an escape story.
It's the person who, the first person who 100%ed 100 line.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And this one too! Making money while serving time.
This facility may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought.
You can get rich in prison? No way.
Yeah, all those in the fan translation just translated different movie title references. Like one of them was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea reference. One of them was a Shawshank Redemption reference.
Of course, it's Shawshank.
Hey,
a great
look
film.
at this weird piece of paper.
There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look.
What could it possibly be?
Well, obviously, it's a chessboard.
Who's this weird ass chess lad? What kind of weird game are they playing?
The P's are pawns, the K is the king, R is rooks.
No, I know what they mean. I'm just saying that's a weird ass chess position.
Wait, contradiction? What?
Why did you choose that there was a contradiction?
Because you can deduce here something.
What were you trying to do, Legon?
He was trying to present the chessboard to the chess paper here. I think you're on the right track.
That's not what you present. You deduce and present the... If you're produced... well, first, actually interact with it. The grid appears to be a chess diagram. The victims, I suppose.
What's a chess diagram?
A visual representation of a game of chess. See how the locations of all the pieces are marked? It seems to be a closely fought contest. But perhaps if this pawn were... No, wait.
Not now, Mr. Edgeworth. This is no time to be playing games.
Yes, I suppose you're right. This isn't the first time I've seen this configuration of pieces.
There you go.
It was from a different perspective, but it was definitely the same game. Perhaps it would be wise to take another look at the evidence in my possession. Now you deduce, and compare it to the chessboard that we found what's-his-name had. All the way on the right. Yep, that one. This chess game. I've seen it before.
Enough with the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus.
I am investigating. This particular bit of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now then. Take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is?
One day my line will load. It's the chess set we saw in Mr. Countess's room.
I wonder if it's because... Is it because you... is it because Legon's playing the game from your, like, or Steam share, Zeus? Is that why it's...
It's not lagging for everybody else.
I know, but like, why...
Me, I'm assuming.
It's like the only difference I can think of between when you were playing and when Legon's been playing.
But, I don't really know the rules of chess, so...
I wish I could explain it, but...
The rules of the game are not important here.
Let me ask you this: when I voice act, because I see it, because I'm the one hosting the game, and you guys, everyone's been following along pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah.
So it's probably just an overgrowth problem.
What is
I don't know,
important
it
are the
hates me
positions of the pieces.
specifically. And it doesn't happen on other streams. I mean, 100 line works fine.
Compare the ones in Mr. Carnus's cell with these. Do you notice anything?
I notice a giant fucking like chimera beast.
Ah! I don't know which piece is which or anything, but... When you turn the diagram like this, there are pieces in the same squares.
Indeed. There's no dog on the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical.
And what does that tell us?
Oh, I have my correspondence.
As unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Canis' chess opponent was...
As unlikely as it might seem.
my seam. Mr. Knight?
Yeah, typos.
What about your seam?
This could be just the proof we need to show that Mr. Karnas had a connection to the victim.
Are we done with this?
Ooh, what's a menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth?
Why is it what like there's curry, omelet, egg on something?
Japaniforian food.
I think the egg thing is like an rice. It seems that those held in the detention center are able to choose what they'd like to eat each day. If they can afford it, that is.
Money makes the world go round, I guess. But doesn't that make life super easy for rich detainees?
Welcome to America. Well, Kay, bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact.
Going by Ace Attorney standards.
So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have as hard a time of it as everybody else?
Once again, Kay, welcome to America.
Yay.
Uncle. How did I wind up defending the practices of capitalism? Right, time to investigate the
Wait,
toilet.
why is the table bound by a giant metal ball?
I don't know why they want to steal it.
The bowl is nice and spotless. And there are no signs of the toilet paper has been used. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here.
What? Are you serious? This guy never shat?
Why?
He was here for
What's wrong?
one day.
There's no door! There's not even a curtain!
Welcome to prison.
Whoever designed this place should have thought a little more about the people who have to live here.
Oh, they did. That's precisely the reason why they have it open. That way there's nowhere that someone can hide. I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layout.
Yeah, a good reason.
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
Boo!
Oh.
Bring back nooks and crannies.
There's something different about this spot here.
This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something?
Why would somebody only do the part right next to the bed, though? This bed doesn't look very comfortable. But that pillow cover is very clean. Spotless, in fact.
I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it. Can't you?
No, he doesn't sleep in a bed. He sleeps on a mat.
This is canon. No, sleeping bag.
No, I
actually.
sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. Although, I wasn't even going that far. A mattress costs too much for him. I figured it would be just like 2 or 3 blankets stacked on top of each other.
No, it's just a single pea.
Hey, look! This newspaper's got a chunk of it missing.
No, a pea costs too much.
No,
You're right.
One he not a pea he bought. One he found in the dumpster.
You're right. A few of its pages have been roughly torn out. But why?
Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell, but didn't have a cleaning cloth?
Not a totally implausible theory, I suppose, but who would try to clean their cell? Not to mention he has toilet paper for that. This must be Knight's suit jacket.
So I've been doing some research on my own.
Oh my
Dangerous
god,
line
stop
of
the
thought.
presses. And what have you discovered?
I discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies.
What sites have you been researching?
But don't worry. Guys with frilly neck ruffles are next on my research list.
Stop right there, Kay. Please stop.
You mean Edgeworth has so many fangirls and boys, it's just insane? Because of the ruffles of personality? That's what you're gonna find out, Kay.
I think we should put down a queue.
Yeah, it's cute time. Edgeworth's like, nope!
I cannot leave. I can't leave.
Of course not. This is a prison. Why would we ever be able to leave?
Because the door's open.
Oh. A standard barred window. No signs of it having been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance our killer escaped through here, unless he was somehow able to shrink.
Aha! Must remember to bring something to saw through iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out.
Unfortunately, Kay, you're not going to be able to sneak a file in here. Trust me, the guards have latex gloves. We're investigating a... We're investigating a...
Oh my gosh.
We're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape.
Only 2 this time here.
Gee, I wonder what goes together.
No. Like we could think that maybe Knight used his suit or shoe or something. Nah, it's newspaper.
Or his face. No, actually, he used his neck.
Or the toilet paper. This part of the floor has been wiped clean.
Maybe he spilled some grape juice.
Why grape who knows? But we can
Because
certainly
the
imagine what he
creator's
used to do the
favorite
wiping.
drink.
It really is.
The torn out pages of that newspaper.
Why wouldn't he just ask a guard for a cloth or something, though?
Or use the toilet paper, I still don't understand. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up.
Blood! Also, I realize there's... Oh, wait, no, there is a safe over there. Good.
I think we've about exhausted this cell. We've made significant progress by establishing a connection between Mr. Carnus and the victim.
This is bad, sir.
Is that the guard?
The security camera footage, sir. I watched it and...
What is it? Can you show it to us?
Yes, sir. I have a small playback monitor with me.
Oh, how convenient. Then what are you waiting for? Let's see it! Finally, the police will actually be doing something useful.
Oh, hey, 3D models.
Oh wow, a 3D model.
Look at that.
Whoa!
Was that...
That black thing! It's that dog, right?
Wait, Flair, that was not the video we saw in the original game, right? It was way different.
No, it's the same video.
Oh, it is?
It's just much faster now.
Got it.
Until now, our assumption was that the crime had taken place inside the prison proper. But it seems that assumption may have been wrong. Knight had actually been attacked in this location.
Do I need
Present
to be
there.
specific?
Just to hold
It
themselves.
doesn't need to be specific.
Take that! Right here in the detention center. And the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Canis' dog. This is just the evidence we need.
Well, that wasn't really clearly a dog, but okay.
That is a bulky VHS
It's a
tape player.
microwave!
And if this is where Knight was actually murdered, then one of the pieces of evidence we found here in his cell takes on a whole new meaning. If Knight's cell was the crime scene, which piece of evidence takes on new significance? Yep. Take that! The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably to remove something. That something have been his blood? Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor?
Name it, sir.
There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him to have this cell tested for traces of blood and to report the results to Edgeworth.
You got it, sir.
You probably should have said Eddie Fender, but oh well. Not our problem.
Now we can really go after that Canis guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, not yet. We still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between his cell and the prison proper.
Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, Coach? Where are we off to?
I suspect one of the guards might know something.
Hopefully not the one who just ran away to get the blood test done.
We should ask those posted nearby and see what they have to tell us.
You just sent one away.
I guess we're gonna investigate this hallway now.
Okay, time to get asking, huh?
He's back!
Oh my god, he's back!
He's back! Let's go.
Thanks for the tour. Later.
Not just a one-off character.
I'm back, baby.
Oh yes, back to your favorite prison, I'm sure.
Well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friend. I didn't expect to run into you here. Must be my lucky day.
This is Agent Shilong Lang of Interpol. He was in charge of a case I worked on 2 weeks back.
Well, multiple, but, you know.
I thought he had gone home to Zhang Fa after that, but here he is. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang.
You can say that. Nothing that need concern you, though.
You'd be surprised.
First a black hound, and now a wolf in all black.
I know, right? Isn't this prison awesome?
Hey, wait. Why are you all alone today? It's not
Don't
like
you remember?
I arrested your, like, sidekick.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Hmm.
That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers. Oh yeah, they're
right,
all
them,
those two.
not...
Shifu!
Yeah, we're ignoring the one that got arrested.
I hear you were at it again a couple days back, sticking your nose into things.
A couple of days back? Ah, he means the incident with the president of Zhang Fa. Actually, I thought you might be there as well, heading up the security detail.
Our president doesn't have much faith in the efficacy of his own country's police force. Maybe now he'll think twice before using contractors again. Amateurs.
Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their jobs right. Which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream-of-the-crop officers.
Who are still just as incompetent as a regular cop from Japanifornia.
Yep.
Indeed. No doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge.
My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around anymore.
Oh god, did they all die? What?
They
They're
came
not?
out as straight.
No.
Turns out they were all
they were
fake furries.
I got it.
It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now.
What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened?
I told you, it doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor.
Wait, were they all sleeping with Shifu?
He's Shifu. I think you mean Sheena.
Sheena, yeah.
Not. Right, sorry.
No, he seems not okay.
Yes, and I would very much like to know why. But there's nothing we can do about it right now.
We may
I'll
never
wipe
see him
my hands
again.
of it.
I came to this prison to receive therapy.
We'll worry
See,
about
I'll-
Agent Lang later. We have an investigation to conduct.
Without your boss.
All right. Let's start by talking to these guards.
You mean investigating everything except for the guards?
Yes.
It's a security gate that can detect metal objects.
Am I the only one who gets a little nervous when I have to go through these? One of these? It's the same whenever I see a cop. I know I've done nothing wrong, but I still get anxious.
I have a theory. Pause for
What?
a bit. What if I turn down the resolution of my stream? Maybe that might make things faster for Overgrowth.
My poor
I mean, you can try it.
Stream quality, it's at 1080p. What if I do 30 FPS?
I at least turn on the frame. Like,
Yeah,
because the frame rate is one of the things that causes a lot of
Alright.
troubles with downloading.
so I didn't lower the resolution, but I turned it at 30 FPS. Let's test it out.
see if that helps.
Oh, did you read the line?
I didn't get my line. Maybe because you go around calling yourself a great thief, hmm?
Alright, crossing fingers here.
It's the door to the observation room.
Observation.
Yes!
you mean They always watching us?
I think it worked.
Or maybe they're just watching you and laughing at all the weird stuff you do.
Weird stuff? I'm sorry, I'm a perfectly normal person who does only perfectly normal things, I'll have you know.
That's exactly what a weirdo would say.
Vanilla. It's fine to be that way. It's fine.
These are the guards' lockers.
Bet they keep their uniforms in there. Snacks too.
Is it faster Overgrowth? I think it is.
Snacks, really?
I think so, yeah. Well, that's what I'd keep in there if it were me.
You know that not everyone is you, though, right? And thank God for that. There's an assortment of trophies in here.
Just once, I want to give someone a trophy. It'd be so fun.
And what sort of award would a great thief hand out?
Greatest rope escape, of course. Oh, but if I enter the contest? Oh, look at my little sweet laughing thing. Oh, but if I enter the contest, I guess it just turned into me handing a trophy to myself.
I'd worry more about finding a venue willing to host such an event.
I mean, there's a convention for everything these days, Edgeworth.
Oh yeah.
That is true. I mean, there's like a convention for people who dress up as Santa.
There are. Santa conventions are real.
And clown conventions.
Yep. And of course, furry conventions. Looks like there are offices down this way.
No entry, though, according to the sign. Don't they know that telling people not to do stuff just makes them want to do it more? It's human nature!
Who was it that said if you put a wet paint sign on a freshly painted wall on a planet on the far end of the galaxy, the paint won't even have time to dry before someone's finger gets stained?
Sounds. I don't know, but that sounds like Douglas Adams.
Sounds about right. I would argue that it's the ability to resist such urges that makes us human.
Alright, should just beat the guards.
I was wondering, have you seen an enormous black dog wandering around here recently? Galen, you want to read this one?
That thing? No way! If I had... Well, let's just say I'd be a lot more nervous about standing guard here.
So, do you and this dog have some kind of history or something?
No, Kay. You should know when to let sleeping dogs lie. Ha!
But
By the sound of it, Candace's dog hasn't been spotted on this side of those heavy security doors.
Isn't he the same cat person guard we saw?
They all look the same.
how can you tell?
I don't know. Loves cats, aversion to dogs. Seems natural.
Oh man, I'm in so much trouble.
What's the matter? You seem perturbed.
Oh, well, you see, one of my uniforms is missing. I could have sworn it was right here in my locker.
Oh my gosh.
Did it grow a pair of legs and run off somewhere?
Where in the world did that idea spring from?
Anyway, I hope you track it down soon. I'll be rooting for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
What do you want to say are the chances that the guard's missing uniform was used by whoever it was that snuck into the area to kill the guy so that he would be able to get through the place without being spotted?
It could very well be a possibility. But for now...
That means yes.
Hey. Are those my faithful assistants I see before me?
Hey, you wanna play some crazy taxi?
Hey.
It's Fat Albert.
Like, it was either gonna be that or, hey! Ah, Six Bang. And where exactly have you been?
Where have I... Where have I been? I have been looking for you two. Been searching high and low. Wandering lonely through the prison halls. It was terrible, I tell you.
Lone Lily.
Lonely. Belargle.
But the prison's over there on the other side of the facility, boss.
So, listen. I just got the I just got the lowdown on some seriously dynamite material. You want to hear it, right? Right.
And then we'll show you what we happen to find. Seamless.
I was chatting with a few of the guards, and they told me something très interessant.
Close.
Interessant. Turns out the Bronxster had himself a little incident 2 days ago. Pre-mortem, if you catch my drift.
An incident?
Simeon...
Oh, sorry.
How dare you take my lines? Learn your place, subordinate. I mean, Simeon told you he came to visit his pal, right? Well, it happened right after they wrapped up, when Bronco was being escorted back to his cell. It was just one guard who was handcuffed, obs. They made it back, and the guard was taken off his... Well, I missed the line. Jeez. That was the auto-scroll. They made it back, and the guard was taking off his cuffs when the Bronxer clobbered him, knocked the poor guy out cold. Sounds like it might have been the prelude to a jailbreak. Because when the other guards showed up, they couldn't find their comrade's keys.
Were there any rumblings about Knight attempting an escape?
That's the bit that fries the old noggin. There were none. He just sat in a cell, and then turned up dead. And what's more, he swore right to the end that he never stole the keys. They turned his cell inside out too, but no dice.
Did they check the prison pocket?
You think I'm gonna ask
The
you that?
coroner's definitely going to.
The guard who was struck, what did he have to say?
Nothing. Nothing. Poor guy was still out when they took him to the hospital. Word is, he's still there.
So there's nobody around to tell us what really happened.
Convenient. Yo,
What the? It's you losers!
yes!
Oh, well, that's all we need.
You're the best character.
I have arrived!
The absolute winner.
Why are you still hanging around here like a bad smell?
Oh dear God.
Hey there, little buddy. Listen, Miles here is working with me now as an associate.
Nonsense! You're all just here to cause trouble and turn my investigation into a fart!
I think you mean farce.
Eustace means farce, of course. A simple slip of the tongue.
Seemed like a reasonably apt choice of words to me.
Judge Gavel. Great to see you again.
I know who you are. You're Simon Saint's attorney.
Simeon.
Simeon.
Simeon. You're Simeon Saint's attorney.
Guilty as charged. Now that we've broken the ice, how about a friendly... Oh, or not. I'm totally cool either way. No touchy.
Now, did I hear you correctly? That Mr. Edgeworth has joined the defense team?
Yep, and me too. We're officially employees of Edgeworth & Co.
But a prosecutor is a public servant. Would you draw your sword on the goddess to work for personal gain?
It's not a problem if I'm not getting paid, though, correct?
Exactly what he said. Miles here is just a volunteer. We're all about the pro bono stuff over at Edgeworth & Co.
Even though we're also apparently not about paying our employees.
That is the spirit of our practice. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but both Edgeworth & Co. and Edgeworth himself, i.e. me, don't pay our employees. You don't pay me, I don't pay Gumshoe. That's just how it works.
How wonderful. So you all work without reward. The goddess would surely approve.
Would she?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. I'm a regular philanthropist.
Judge Gavel, I was hoping to ask about the grounds for Simeon Saint's arrest.
That information is on a need.
Is that a challenge I hear?
I swear to God, I will take your ahoge, shove it up your throat, and then use it to hang you from the upper rack of one of the prison cell's bars.
Damn. Let's go, Edgeworth.
But it's just hair, though. It would fall
I'm
apart.
supposed to be the evil one.
No, I was just asking Judge Gavel.
I'm always ready for a little verbal combat to show you what it takes to be a real winner.
How is it verbal combat if you won't let me speak? Still, this could prove useful. Fine. We'll do as you suggest. Now, if you could begin by telling us why Mr. Saint was arrested.
There will be no need for that.
Oh.
And I need to.
Bring that back up, yeah.
There will be no need for that. Eustace, we should.
Not now, Gavel. Watch and wonder. As I put this pathetic prosecutor in his place, he's going to run rings around me.
As the common phrase goes, never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. I think you meant to say that you would be the one running rings around me.
And I will! So badly that your ears will be ringing. Prepare to be humbled, Edgeworth.
We're really doing this.
Oh, it's just
Here we
normal
go.
testimony.
We're really doing this.
Ready? Look at me. I'm going about to deliver the most ironclad testimony you will ever hear in your entire pathetic life.
If
You
I had a
wanna know
nickel
why
for
I
every
object-
time I've heard, if I had a nickel for every time somebody in Ace Attorney has said that, I'd be a millionaire.
Oh, trust me, mine is the absolute best of the best. That's why in
I'd be
another
two
life I
millionaires.
was called the best.
I am going to take that prosecutor's badge off of your shirt and shove it right inside of your tear ducts, preventing you from crying from the pain you will be fearing. Oh wait, you still have the other tear duct to cry. Fine, I'll use your baton to plug that one.
You are so violent, dear God. You wanna know why I arrested that man? It's simple. Simple! I found evidence. Evidence of him all over that thing. How's that for some winningly inconvertible, conclusive proof? And who saw the truth first? What? Me, of course. Winner by name, winner by nature.
I swear that's how most online debates and arguments work these days. Just believe me, bro.
Where the fuck do I even begin?
Look at you, utterly lost for words in the face of such mastery.
I've heard better arguments from a flat earther.
I'll take your silence as yet another win. And also, what do you mean, better arguments from a flat earther? The earth is flat. What are you talking about?
Somehow I'm not surprised. Honestly, does he ever shut up?
Oh, the Earth's flat, you say. All right, how would you like to get deported to the ice wall?
As the winner of the prosecutor's office, I will one day prove that the earth is flat using solid reasoning and logic and evidence.
And stuff.
Good Lord Almighty. You said that you were the one who arrested Mr. Saint. But do you even have the authority to do so, Mr. Loser?
That is not my name. Well, obviously it was the police who actually arrested him. But I told them to do it, so I think I can claim the credit, don't you?
Of course, that's what he meant. This is clearly going to take a while. Shame, really. The less
Yeah, this is
time I
gonna be my
spend
whole
around this
day, isn't it?
asshole, the better. Given that I'm much more interested in what Judge Gavel is silently thinking over there.
She probably just finds this whole thing cute. Good luck.
Press everything. Hold it! I just hit the first one. Evidence of him was all over that thing. Could you be a little more specific, Mr. Loser?
Do I really have to spell it out for you, Edgeworth? I'd hope even you could put two and two together.
I can. Can you? Stop messing around. The onus is on you to provide a comprehensible testimony. Gavel.
Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Boop, boop, boop.
Come now, Eustace. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth and his friends would be very interested to learn how you cracked this case. They certainly look keen to hear about it.
Fine, if you insist. Fine, if you insist, I'll fill in the gaps. Brace yourselves, because this is gonna blow your tiny little minds. I bet you didn't even know, but the victim had, wait for it, a chess set with him.
Holy shit!
Are you next going to tell me that the dirt is brown?
Oh my god, I'm so impressed. You do a good job. And that chess set was covered in the fingerprints. You know what those are? Do I need to you need me to explain that one to you? Of the certain Mr. Simeon Saint.
No, but I'll
Really
clearly
gonna-
have to.
this really
explain
is gonna
them
be
to
our whole
you
day, isn't
soon,
it?
Because in 5 minutes you're not going to have any on your fingers because of the acid.
Caitlin.
Gavel?
A moment after muting, get a line.
Kaylin.
Sorry, I wasn't convinced I was going to be in this thing for very long.
Oh, you're definitely gonna be acting in the scene.
For reference, Gavel is going to be in the rest of the scene and regularly talking.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Praise be to the goddess of justice for the insight she offers. And congratulations once again, Eustace. I would not object to Eustace amending his testimony. I trust Mr. Edgeworth.
You would not.
No, by all means, please do. At least then we have some actual fucking information.
Mr. Saint's fingerprints were right there, all over the victim's chess set.
Hold it! But you weren't the one who actually found his prints, were you?
Of course not. I'm a prosecutor. I leave the dirty work to the forensics.
Fingerprints are certainly a problem, but then that chess set was... I should take another look at the evidence.
Might as well press everything. Or not. We just get.
Let's just look at it.
I think you can open it.
Yeah, not much else.
So there's basically nothing in it. Nothing of value.
Nope.
But
Can we present it?
you could if you want, or you can keep pressing. Maybe there's a better statement.
Yeah, it's nice to press everything.
Don't you want to hear my awesome dialogue,
No.
though? Well, that was rude.
We're already trying to find.
Do we just present it?
Oh, present it.
You can't present anything to my testimony.
Yes, you can. It's that easy.
How dare you?
By the way, I read there's an achievement. If you actually press every single statement done in several testimony, you get an achievement.
No,
the
I'm not doing
fingerprint-
that.
So, the fingerprints on the chess set are the ace up your sleeve.
The what? The what am I? What? Oh, yes, the chess set up the ace's sleeve. That's right, Edgeworth. I've got a winning hand, as usual.
Only your winning hand is a busted flush. Not that you understand what that is. For you see, it was Simeon Saint who brought that chess set to the victim in the first place.
No, he'll hear flush, he'll think he's talking about a toilet.
Therefore, it's only natural that his fingerprints are all over it.
Yeah!
That took a while to sink in.
This is... I shouldn't be surprised if this is the future of Japanifornia law enforcement.
In conclusion, those fingerprints aren't proof of anything, and Mr. Saint's arrest was premature, just like you are in bed every night.
Wow.
Damn! All right, I'm done.
No, wait, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was incredibly wrong of me. That
He-
was actually
he
assuming
is-
that you are
he
ever
is-
able to actually get a partner.
He is 17, I should remind you.
Not
Even
yet.
worse.
Oh, maybe I should point out then you are premature to yourself in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
The incident took place here within the walls of this facility.
Well, if this is Japanifornia, then as long as they're of similar age and consenting, they are perfectly within their
Not the
legal bounds.
Romeo and Juliet law.
And being neither a guard nor a prisoner, it makes very little sense to suspect Mr. Saint.
Oh!
Now what?
I think you might be the premature one here, Mr. Edgeworth.
If you know what I mean.
And to think you were the one accusing me of being hasty.
Oh, you're right. I should never accuse you of being hasty. You are the exact opposite of hasty. Did you only just work out what that word means?
Sure, I identified Mr. Saint as a suspect faster than pretty much anybody else. And I won the race when it comes to picking out the crucial evidence, too. I'm quick on the draw, you see.
You won the race on the wrong fucking course.
But hasty? Not at all.
Like I said, you're right. You're never hasty. You're the exact opposite of it. Look at how long
You did
it
a
took you to
great
understand
draw,
what I was
but
saying.
the bullet came back like a great quick draw, but the bullet ricocheted back into your own head.
But the clock says 7. None of you get that reference.
You're right that Mr. Saint isn't a guard or a prisoner here, but he was... Huh?
Eustace.
Judge Gavel.
Fine, yeah, she speaks.
But Alcavel, I have him right where I want him.
And please don't make that face. That is not a face you should ever be making.
Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may. Well, the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating. Don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor?
Something more impressive?
Like your 12-inch...
Oh,
Oh, my conductor's wand, you're right.
thank you.
In a sense. If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Edgeworth. Eustace made an ingenious deduction concerning the murder weapon. Perhaps you would like to hear it.
Yes, of course, that. Well remembered, Gavel. Listen to this, Edgeworth, and prepare to be amazed.
Will this ingenious deduction explain why Mr. Saint was arrested?
Let's just say you won't be disappointed.
Don't hold your breath.
Judge Gavel deliberately diverted the conversation away from my line of questioning. What exactly is she up to?
Fact 1. The murder weapon was some sort of metal blade. Fact 2. Potentially deadly blades are controlled... Fact 2. Potentially deadly blades are strictly controlled within the prison walls, as we both know, or at least I would hope that you would know that. From these two facts, I concluded that the weapon in question must have come from outside. It must have been hidden inside the chess set. That's what I think anyway. And that means it's an objective fact. And since the only prints found on the chess set belonged to the victim and the suspect, I'd say it's blindingly obvious who brought the weapon in and used it, wouldn't you?
Well, if nothing else, his testimony this time is a little more comprehensible than the last, though he did leave himself open to the potentiality of suicide.
Whoa.
Another winning deduction brought to you by one winner Eustace, prosecutor extraordinaire.
More like one loser, useless prosecutor extraordinaire, if you ask me.
But how could anyone even hide a weapon inside that chess set?
You'd be surprised what people can hide inside things.
Yeah, good question. Why don't you take a look for yourselves?
Inside the chessboard? Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Uh-oh. Did we miss something?
For the third time.
There's nothing in here but chess pieces.
Ugh, that laugh is really something.
He seems pretty convinced the weapon was hidden in here somewhere. I'd better take a closer look.
Please tell me my laugh is actually being picked up by the microphone.
Aha!
Yes.
It was.
What? That stiff lining at the top opens like a flap door.
Whoa, there's plenty of room in here.
Indeed. More than enough to hide something like a small knife.
But metal detector.
Ingenious, no. The killer snuck in the weapon by...
Huh.
Huh? What do you mean, huh? Let me finish, will you?
Boy, you never finish. I fear you've not been listening, Mr. Loser, or perhaps you've simply forgotten. The detention center is outfitted with a security gate.
Huh? I mean, yeah, and?
The security gate also acts as a metal detector, Eustace.
No, you need to sound more exasperated with that line.
We must pass through another one on the way to the prison itself, remember?
Yes, that's right, of course I remember.
He definitely didn't. It would have been impossible to smuggle a metal blade through such a gate and into the facility. Which would seem to blow a rather large hole in your reasoning, Mr. Winner.
Overruled.
And if there's one thing Mr. Winner knows about, it's blowing.
Oh my god.
Jeez, guys!
What the fuck?
No,
I didn't say that.
I do not want this to be the joke you associate him with.
Oh. Guys.
We promised we would not do sex jokes this time around, or at least not as many.
Wait, we did? When?
Months ago
bread
at
and
this
butter.
point.
Let's
I
tone it
don't
down.
remember any. I don't remember any such
really want to
agreements.
know what Morningwood is?
Too late.
Tone it down a little bit.
No,
Why?
because that's just my default.
Because he's a minor. At least tone it down with him.
Okay, if he's a minor according to Japan standards. However, he is a fictional character.
Okay, let's not continue this line of argument and
No.
just continue on.
Yeah.
We're reaching dangerous points of conversation.
Okay.
I would get banned off Twitch. Let's go.
That gate is only used to scan people. Any items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check.
Are you
This
telling
system
me
sucks.
that the chess set wasn't put through the metal detector? Oh god, how many cakes have they snuck in here?
It should have been. Alas, it seems the guards have grown a little lax in that regard as of late.
Verity's like the most patient, teacher out there.
Very good. Thank you, Gavel.
It was my pleasure. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, would you be so kind as to begin your cross-examination?
Cross-examination? It's like she's holding a trial. Well, no matter. Let's see how well this ingenious deduction of Mr. Loser's holds up, shall we?
Well, she's a judge. Can't blame her. Where to go?
A metal blade, you say? And do you have any evidence to support this?
You mean you didn't even look at the victim's injuries? Why am I not surprised, you third rate? The fatal blow was a stab wound to the neck. And it was delivered by a knife-like blade. That much is absolutely beyond doubt.
It appears that they're not yet aware of a certain other piece of information.
Lost for words, are we? Then I'll just keep going. My brilliant deductions don't end there, you know.
Just double check the Abaddons.
Abaddon.
I love your French.
Hold it! The fact that such objects are strictly controlled doesn't mean they're actually forbidden. Case in point, the one under maximum security with 5 sharp blades in his cell.
That
Well-
than you think.
Well, no. I mean, some of the prisoners use scissors to cut the animal's hair, and...
But they're child safety scissors.
That avenue of inquiry is conscientiously pursued, as you no doubt recall, Eustace.
Yes! Only one bladed object had been signed out by a single prisoner at the time of the incident. The item was tested for traces of blood, but none were found.
I suppose he's referring to the scissors Mr. Solid was using.
The child safety scissors.
So there's no way the blade in question came from inside the prison.
Oh yes, because none of them would have taken it without signing it out. Hold it! Outside? What does that mean exactly?
He's not asking for, getting more explanation on it. He's asking that because he wants to make sure that Eustace knows what outside means.
The opposite of inside, you numbskull!
Is that an
Thanks-
attempt at
thanks,
clarification or a put down because it clearly accomplished neither?
What Eustace means to say is that it must have been brought in from outside the prison by Mr. Saint.
Honestly, Edgeworth, if you haven't figured that out by now, then you're an even bigger loser than I thought!
Oh
The
no.
feeling is mutual.
Poor baby
Believe
gonna cry.
me.
The
Mr.
baby.
Saint clearly brought the murder weapon into the prison. The question is, how? Oh, sorry. I was about to read the line and I was like,
But no murder weapon was found at the crime scene. And there's nothing inside the chessboard either. I'm curious, Mr. Loser. Do you also have thoughts about where this weapon might be?
Well, the perpetrator must have hidden it somewhere in the prison.
Is there a problem with his claim?
Yep, there's a problem. There's always a fucking problem.
They hid it somewhere inside the prison. That seems unlikely. In fact, I can prove that's not the case.
Line.
What evidence suggests that the murder weapon isn't hiding somewhere in the prison?
By your own words. Oops.
I'm starting to worry about your memory, Mr. Loser. Didn't you and the good judge search the prison with Warden Lagarde? And didn't you fail to find a likely murder weapon?
Well, yes, but I guess we just missed it, that's all.
Wow. Way to undermine yourself.
You're saying your search wasn't entirely thorough. You, the so-called winning rookie.
Emphasis on so-called.
Stop making fun of me!
Never.
Eustace. Calm yourself. Breathe deeply. Do not allow your opponent to get under your skin. And they say women are the more emotional species.
You're right. Just gotta duck my background theme. Okay. I'm a winner. Why should I let a third-rate loser like Edgeworthless here get under my skin?
Oh, sick burn.
Best
Cue
you
the
can
air
come up
horns.
with. I'm not even going to say that one just because of how I've been saying his name, so just go on to the next line, please.
Well, I'm Kay Faraday. And I'm A-OK!
Sometimes, Kay, I wish Faraday would go far away.
Oh no.
Not you two,
The
please.
Japanese and
That
their
was-
puns.
That was close to what the fan translated version of her line was. Look, it's simple. Since my first raid investigation didn't turn up any weapon, it means there wasn't one to find. Which leaves only one possibility. The murderer took the weapon with him when he left the prison. That's why we couldn't find it when we looked, obviously.
But what you are proposing is impossible. And this proves why the culprit couldn't possibly have taken the weapon out of the prison with them.
The metal detectors.
Yep. More memory trouble, Mr. Loser. Now you're forgetting things you yourself said. Again.
Are you making fun of me again?
What's it to make
That's your
fun of?
worry?
You're such a loser, making fun of you isn't fun at all.
Well, then stop doing it.
It's too
No.
easy. I do it accidentally at this point. Oh, so you remember what I said? Well, perhaps you might have been better served by remembering this right behind me.
What's that?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my fucking god.
Wait, does he seriously not remember?
Best character, I swear, guys. Best character.
We
It
love
would
him. You
certainly
just gotta give him
seem
a
that
chance.
way. Hold on, let me jog your memory. I need something heavy. Kay, would you loan me your head?
No, the key that's going through her hair will be enough. Just shove her through it.
There's a security gate at each of the entrances to the detention center and to the prison proper. Coming from the prison, anyone leaving the facility would have had to have passed through both of them. 2 gates, both fitted with metal detectors.
Oh, wait, now I remember.
Looked like he got his memory back.
I'd still want to beat him with a large, blunt, heavy object. So, as you can see, there is no way anyone could have taken a weapon out through both gates. And therefore, there is no way the murder weapon could have left the building.
Kaylin?
Well.
In which case, Mr. Edgeworth? Perhaps you would care to tell us where you think the murder weapon might be?
It is still here on the premises. That's the only plausible conclusion to be drawn.
But we searched the prison from top to bottom and couldn't find anything.
Because you were never going to find anything to begin with. Not when you were laboring under the misconception that it's a blade you were looking for.
This is so House of Baskerville coded.
Yeah, we know the truth about what happened to Mr. Knight. We've seen it with our own eyes.
Sorry.
That is quite a claim. I suppose you have the evidence to support it? What is the weapon that was used to commit the crime?
Take a look at this, Judge Gavel, and the weapon used in this case will become clear.
The pupper!
The what?
Security camera footage.
The pupper!
This is footage taken from a security camera trained on Knight's holding cell. Now, watch it for yourselves and see.
And don't break the monitor. It's expensive.
It's so fast.
It's so buttery smooth.
On purpose.
What? That's... But how?
This footage captures the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. More than sufficient proof of how he really died, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is certainly significant.
So now we know that Knight was in fact killed in his cell by a vicious dog. A dog that moved the victim's body to the prison workshop post-mortem. We know this thanks to an eyewitness who saw the dog in the workshop when the body was discovered. Of course, I think we can all agree that there is no way the dog could have planned such a crime itself. Indeed, I fear it may be his handiwork after all.
Sorry, all I can think of is the Jello Apocalypse version of this, where he's like, "So I propose the crime was planned by 2 dogs."
I need to watch that video again.
That's quite enough of that, Mr. Edgeworth.
Judge Cavell?
You are correct that this footage is an important piece of evidence. But it also raises an important new question. A question that I suspect you have also been asking yourself.
He's right. There is one major problem with my version of the events. Specifically, that the dog that was sleeping up there was a lot smaller than it actually looks like.
The black dog. The one that belongs to one of the inmates. How did it move between the holding cells and the prison proper? At will.
Clearly, it's a spirit animal.
Oh! It's a spirit animal.
Okay.
How do we answer that one, Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry, I was out of it for so long.
The truth is, I don't know yet.
Of course not.
Can it, Wonder Boy? You didn't even notice there was a problem.
He is such the opportunist. Really, he is.
Until
Voice of the
defense
opportunist, perhaps?
Yes.
Oh my god. Until the defense provides an adequate explanation, the court cannot accept your line of logic.
Prison.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
This is a detention.
Big hammer.
But wait, there's still so much more to explore.
The court is no longer in session. Let's do that again. The court is no longer in session, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would be so kind as to leave the courtroom.
Court was never in session in the first place.
Once again, this court is adjourned.
We may not have all the answers yet, but you haven't explained anything either regarding Mr. Saint.
What do you mean?
Just as we don't yet know how the dog made it into one of the detention center's holding cells, you can't know how Mr. Saint could have made it inside the detention center, let alone the prison either. He would have been allowed as far as the visitor's room to see his friend, but no further. So it's hard for me to conceive how he could have committed a crime in a place he had no access to. Judge Gavell, I believe it's your turn to provide some proof. Proof that Simeon Saint was able to enter the prison.
But I'm not the player character. I don't have to present any proof.
You wish for the court to provide you with proof. Highly irregular, but very well.
What? Wait, they actually have something.
Now seems like a good time as any. And I suppose you have been kind enough to share your own theories on the case?
What's she building up to here?
Mr. Edgeworth, I suspect you don't know what Mr. Saint does for a living. So, allow me to fill you in. He is a circus performer.
A what?
Yes. Perhaps have you...
It's back!
No!
Yes! Surprise!
Is this the fucking circus I remember?
It's the circus from Justice for All.
It
yeah.
is
The
the circus
the guy.
Worst
from that.
hated case in the entire fucking series.
Yes.
This is the one with the guy. This is the one with the guy in the wheelchair. Is
Yes.
that-
I just love the
Okay.
This is the
visceral
one That
reaction.
made me stop playing Ace Attorney for a year.
Oof.
Because every time I was like, oh, I should get back to playing Trials and Tribulation, or not Trials and
Justice for All.
I was like the Ace Attorney trilogy. I just kept thinking, wait, no, I'm on that case, and I wouldn't.
I feel like I'm one of the only people who just looks at it and be like, the case is really not that bad, people.
I guess
I'm
the
just
fact.
sitting here. I have absolutely no
What?
idea why it's so
What?
bad because I've never
It's
seen
not-
this case.
I'm
It's-
sorry.
It's not good, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be.
Oh
No,
What?
it's just because of the characters.
no, it's not the characters. It's the fucking improbability of a freaking cape moving from a guy's shoulders.
Yes.
A fucking bus statue in the middle of the night.
Yes,
It-
I agree that that's
It
implausible.
defies fucking physics.
I know. I that's why I'm saying it's like that's totally implausible.
That's
and I
where
agree
I
with.
physically lost it when I was playing that freaking case for the first time.
But that is like that is one of the worst moments in Ace Attorney history. I will agree. But
Okay, I'm just
And the whole
sitting here-
subplot with two
I am
30-year-old
just
men
sitting here-
going after a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
For marriage!
Yes, that too. Oh, it was the freaking mannequin that was in love with the freaking girl and not
And-
the person themselves.
And Max Galactica. Don't forget about Max.
Max Galactica.
Max
was
Galactica is a
fine.
good
He was
character.
fine.
Max Galactica is great.
Okay, but he
Um,
was crushing on an underage girl.
Yep.
Well, yes.
Okay, I'm just going to
Also,
say
it's
I am.
fucking California.
I'm never getting a chance to talk. I'm just saying I'm the outsider here who has never seen any of this and knows absolutely nothing about any specific specific circus-related things in Ace Attorney, except for the one that caused everyone who played the game to have clussy fever for some reason.
Oh, that
What?
one.
Fever?
Spirit of
Yeah, no, I know what he's
Spirit of
talking
Justice.
about.
Oh,
Dual
okay.
Destinies.
No.
That's not Destiny. That's
Spirit
Spirit of
of
Spirit of
Justice.
Justice.
Do I have to explain what that word
Well,
means
still,
to
it's
you,
a 3D
Flair?
era.
I don't know what that word
What is
means.
cluster?
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
no. We're not going there. We're not going
Let's
there, Jess.
move on.
I
It is a
refuse.
combination of the word clown and a word that I am not going to say on stream.
We've had time to get over the return of Turnabout Big Top. Let's actually go and continue, okay?
Thank you, thank you.
Basically, short version TLDR. It's not as bad of a case as people make it out to be.
It's fucking terrible.
We're gonna be here all day
Other
debating
cases in
it.
the series, not
no,
really.
that is the whole crux of the whole entire fucking case.
Listen,
It's that freaking case.
We can't get back into
you
it.
have all of Dual Destinies is worse than that case.
Dual Destinies is a little bit more probable than freaking Turnabout Big Top.
But the actual writing quality of any case in Dual Destinies is worse than that case.
Oh my god.
Children.
This is like
I'll
me.
turn this car around, and we're not going to McDonald's.
This is like me when I try to justify my thoughts of Danganronpa 2, but we're not gonna go there. Let's move on.
I'm not going to McDonald's. Can we go to Burger King instead?
No, Wendy's.
Ooh, Wendy's. I'll take a Frosty.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Gavel, did you say the line? I'm sorry. I think you were interrupted.
Finish it.
Yes, perhaps you've heard of the
I got so heated.
Yes, perhaps you heard of the very big service.
Service. Wow.
This case has broken you.
almost say? What did you almost say?
I'm done. We have.
Please tell me you were about to say service and not
service.
something else.
No.
God. Stop.
I mean, I could be a service sub if you want me to. However, comma. Okay. Let me try again.
Yes, perhaps you've heard of the very big circus.
The
No, it needs to be a much more visceral
Ah.
There's a
scream.
freaking exclamation point.
Ah.
Oh, you need a visceral scream? Okay.
Oh, God.
The
It just freaking peaked.
We didn't hear anything.
God damn it. There
There we go.
There you go.
It's better.
Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day, after all.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Edgeworth wouldn't have the biggest reaction to it because he wasn't there for Turnabout Big Top.
I mean, he was, but he wasn't.
He was named in it. He wasn't there for it.
He was hearing about it. He was getting reports.
Important in what way exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps?
A meeting? Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't think of anything worse. No, yesterday the circus came to visit.
So how did none of you guess that that's what this was referring to back then when it was originally mentioned?
Because nobody wants to think about Turnabout Big Top.
Exactly. There's many circuses. It can't be the only circus in town.
Listen, this is a video game. There's only ever one of everything.
True.
You see it now, I assume? As I am sure you are aware, a show was held yesterday for the prisoners' entertainment. A show featuring animals and performers, performed by members of a very big circus.
So, does that mean Mr. Saint...
Yes, Mr. Saint was allowed inside the prison as part of that show. A fact that has been confirmed beyond reasonable doubt.
Oh, it's not like we can confirm that he was actually playing in the show at the time. She held on to that fact until the last possible moment. She let me run with my own theory, and only afterwards did she use it to reveal the truth. Wait.
But Alcavel, I have him right where I want him.
Forgive me, Eustace, but if I may. While the particulars of the suspect are indeed fascinating, don't we have something a little more impressive to share with the prosecutor?
That must be why she steered him onto a different topic back then, too.
I got you, didn't I, you third-rate prosecutor?
You didn't get anything. This has nothing to do with you. You impotent Twinkie twat.
Gentlemen, this court is well and truly adjourned. If I may offer a word of advice, Mr. Edgeworth. Your conduct as a prosecutor is already in question. You would do well to remember that you were removed from this case for that precise reason.
What are you trying to say?
That the committee reserves the right to confiscate your badge at any time. Should you wish to retain it, you would do well to avoid crossing paths with us again.
Is that a threat?
The goddess of justice is compassionate, Mr. Edgeworth, but she is not endlessly forgiving. Oh, and one last thing. You are no defense attorney. Abandon this foolish pretense.
Thank you for your concern. But I do not abandon anything. What I start, I finish.
In all means.
Like you do, Mr. Phoenix.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, I finish him very well. Wait, why did I say that out loud? Oh, fuck.
That is clippable.
Good boy.
Ew.
Sorry, Gabelle, but
Yay,
you're not my
Gabelle.
type.
I wouldn't dream of being your type any if
I am growing increasingly uncomfortable by this conversation.
Yeah, can we move on, please?
Well, do try to remember that the two jobs are not one and the same. and that a defense attorney is suspected to. No. And that a defense attorney is expected to develop something of a bond with their client. Next time, finding out your call. Yeah. I can speak English, I fucking swear. Okay. Next time, finding out your client's real occupation might be a good place to start.
Ugh.
Now, I really must be going. May the goddess of justice watch over you all.
Wait, I'm going to. Goodbye. See you next time, Mr. Edge Worthless.
Oh, bloody hell.
So Simeon lied to us.
Not just you two. Guy took me for a ride too. What's his deal?
Oh yeah, that's right. I
you're
forgot he
here
was
too.
here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're not having second thoughts about all of this, are you, Milesy boy? Sure, Judge Gavel's a tough cookie, but that doesn't mean you can just give up the ghost. The defense never rests, as a wise man once said, and that goes for associates too.
Don't worry, Sex Bang, I've no intention of resting. Nevertheless, our assumption that Mr. Saint couldn't have entered the prison has been proven false. Which means we'll need to restart our investigation from square one, I'm afraid.
Yay, a little checkpoint.
Hey!
That's the official middle of the case done.
Woohoo!
Oop. Right there.
Do you want to continue because it's only 9:30, or this good stopping place?
I'd say a quick
I
break
think we
and
continue for take a little break. I think we can continue for a little bit longer.
yeah, maybe 20 or so minutes.
All right.
BRB. Take
Hopefully
5,
we'll be able to
everybody.
hit a good pause point in 20 minutes.
I think so.
Woohoo!
It'll be like the first initial scene here. Because this is the last third we're getting into here. Maybe BR back.
I thought you said this was the halfway point.
Yeah, it's probably accurate to call this the halfway point.
Oh, man, yeah, I forget. This is actually kind of extended. Yeah. Halfway.
This case is a long case.
We're halfway through the case, but now it's going to start getting interesting. BRB. Whew.
Yay!
Hmm. Excuse me.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how the rest of this case ends. But playing this again for the second time after it's been some years is definitely a really good perspective. Especially with the official localization. There's a lot of good things I'm noticing.
Yeah, well, the official localization fixes some things that the fan translation actually mistranslated. I've come to notice. I mean, there are some things I suspected that they mistranslated based on the fact of what the characters were saying didn't actually make any sense. The official localization fixes that. Like, one of the arguments Edgeworth was making was the fact that Simon was a guard in the prison in the fan translation in that one instance, and was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, guard?
He was essentially saying that, considering that Simon is like, basically what it boiled down to is Edgeworth was arguing that Simon had access to the prison, and then Judge Gavell.
Simeon, you mean?
Simeon, sorry, I'm using the.
Are
fan
we all
translated
back?
name.
Are we
I'm gonna
all
take
back
those
now?
no.
Overgrowth? Kaylin? I'm not sure. They're still muted.
But basically, what Edgeworth at one point said that, considering Simeon, I forget the exact wording, but basically what it boiled down to was he was arguing that Simeon had access to the prison, which doesn't seem like that was what the line was supposed to be translated as, because Gavell then countered with, "Oh, but he does have access to the prison," and then she revealed the part where he's a part of the Very Big Circus.
Yeah, so it makes a lot more
It's
sense.
It's a line that's easily overlooked because it's not that important when put in context with everything else. But if you actually look at what Edgeworth actually says, he's actually arguing for the fact that Simon has access to the prison.
Simeon.
Simeon, sorry, I'm just used to the fan translated names.
One day you'll learn.
All right, guys. I think everyone's basically back. We also have a hydrate from our lone viewer, Serenity. Thank you for being here this whole time and dealing with all of our unhinged nonsense tonight. But this is part of the course. So,
Good thing that I went and grabbed a drink.
yes.
Yay.
Drink up, team. Please hydrate. I see we can continue for now. I don't think Gavell's going to have any more lines for a while.
You withheld information from me. Why?
Sorry, it should be, you withheld information from me. Die!
Eep! I didn't withhold anything. Or at least, I didn't mean to.
Okay, so you are a member of the Very Big Circus, right?
No! I mean, yes, but no. I'm not really a member. I'm still new.
That's irrelevant. You're still a member.
Eep!
Well, now he's dead. Let's all go home.
Let's try this again. Why didn't you tell us?
Because it would look so suspicious. Me being a performer in the circus show. And me being friends with Bronco. I thought if anyone found out, nobody would believe I was innocent. Not even you, Kay.
I thought I'd made it clear that I believed in you.
But when you stare at me like that, I get so terrified. You're a real smooth operator, aren't you, Miles? Any other client-scaring tips you want to share?
Just be silent when they ask a question. That'll get them really scared.
You're really not helping, Sex Bang. And at this rate, it sounds like we really will need to question him about everything all over again.
So, what do you do at the circus, Simeon?
I'm an animal tamer. Kind of. I'm still learning the ropes.
And got something drilled into him about don't get pepper near the animals.
For some reason, that was like a really important thing they were telling me. I have no idea why, though.
It's not like there was an incident or anything.
No.
What incident? I wasn't made aware.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
That's so cool! Do you get to train lions and tigers and bears and stuff?
They said the
Oh
line.
my.
Oh my!
I was thinking you only saw the, like, that's so cool part of the line and just were gonna ignore the rest of it.
No, I was just,
Oh, now I say it. Lions? Tigers? Bears? Oh my! No! I work with this little guy. Isn't he cute?
They let you have him?
Yes.
Looks pretty tame already to me.
So you're not exactly a tamer. More like one of those old-timey organ grinders.
Teehee.
Not now, money. I'm trying to... Oh, you little scamp.
Oh my god,
gosh,
the monkey is
buddy.
ratatouilleing him. Oh my god, he actually is!
That's my
The
act.
monkey is the puppet master.
Isn't it so cool?
Something tells me it's the organ grinder who's being monkeyed around.
And yes, this is the return of money from Turnabout Big Top.
Welcome back. Don't.
Present the badge to the monkey.
Is this... No,
I think this is the same dialogue.
Is it? I thought it was different.
I
Never
think
mind.
it is.
Yeah, it's the same dialogue. Yeah, it's just different sprites, which is cool.
But I wanted to show it to the monkey.
It'll be long gone by
When
now.
we spoke to you before, you said you worked at a company.
I was telling the truth. The circus really is a company. We all have titles and everything. The Ringmaster's the CEO, and I'm I guess you'd call me a gopher.
Thought gophers were on golf courses.
Is it gopher or golfer? Was that a typo?
No,
No,
it's
no,
a gopher.
No.
A gopher is basically someone who just is sent to get things and do stuff.
Oh,
Go for this. Go for that.
gotcha. So
The one who
I'm
goes to get like the coffee or other things like that, usually in like entertainment and the like.
a
They need
perpetual
someone to
intern.
get
Yeah,
the
they're
coffee.
like production assistants. They just grab everything.
Gotcha. I even have a line manager. She's head of the animal taming department. It's part of the showbiz division. She's such an inspiration. There isn't a creature in the world she could conceive to do her bidding.
Convinced.
Didn't that say convince? I'm sorry.
You
No,
said
you said
conceive.
Oh, fuck me. My bad. Let me try that
let's
again.
not go down that route.
She's such an inspiration. There isn't a creature in the world she couldn't convince to do her bidding. Hey, even Miles here. I like to see somebody whip him into shape.
Please don't summon my adopted sister. I am not some kind of creature, Sexbang. So this line manager, was she working with you on the show?
Yes, it was just us two. Wasn't all that big a job compared to what we normally do. She's usually the one performing on stage. I just do all the monkey work. Pun totally intended. But I did have a bit part this time.
So only 2 members of the circus are relevant to this case. Alright, talk me through your movements here at the facility.
Sure. I came to see Bronco at around noon 2 days ago.
And that was when you brought him the chess set?
Yes. And that same evening, I started work on setting up the stage in the yard. It was so hard. I had everything in by myself over multiple trips. They let us use one of the rooms in the prison for storage. Workshop A, I think.
Workshop A, where Knight's body was found.
You mean your boss didn't help you?
Oh no! I could never ask her to shove all that stuff around. Like I said, the monkey's work's my job.
The monkey works.
The monkey work's my job. Once it was all set up, we did a run-through, and it must have been, midnight by the time I left. The next morning, I was back and ready for the show, which started at 8 a.m. Then we performed till 10?
So Mr. Saint was the only one of the pair to have entered the room where the body was found. And Knight's body was found immediately after the show had ended.
I'm just gonna check. I can't examine it. No, I wanted to see the date and time.
The date was the date was March 27th. The time was around 9:38
p.m.
Okay.
a.m.
a.m.
And what is? So he died 2 days ago, right?
He died on March 27th.
And the security footage was the 26th or 27th?
27th.
Oh wait,
Okay.
can you click autoplay to see it?
No.
Oh.
Autoplay is just auto-scrolling the text.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any idea why you were arrested?
And why so quickly? I never seen a guy get booked so fast.
It's almost
How long
like a
have you
kid
been
was
in this
responsible
business?
for it.
Surely, even little Winter could just pull somebody on a hunch.
Never underestimate the power of an underdeveloped intellect.
I think I might know why. When I was moving all that stuff, I went to go see how he was doing. Bronco, I mean.
You went to the holding cells on your own. Please tell me you had permission.
No, it wasn't a formal visit or anything. So I just sort of snuck over and hoped no one stopped me.
Oh, I just realized something. The positions that that Simeon has. Well, also there's the fact that Simeon is the name of a monkey, but also he's currently doing the hear no evil pose, and he also does the see no evil and the speak no evil poses.
Yes.
Yeah, he
That's-
does.
Yes, he
Part of the
does.
site.
Realize that. He really is a monkey. But
Remember,
you
he's
just
being
seen...
ratatouille'd by a monkey, so of course he'd do those.
Also true.
And the monkey is also doing all those poses too.
Oh, yes. But you'd just seen him earlier that same day. Why take the risk?
I'd known him since we were kids, when both of us were all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me. I knew he'd be feeling lonely, that he wants somebody to talk to, so I had to go see him.
You don't have any family.
But the monkey's right there.
For a while I had my dad, but he passed away when I was a little kid.
Losing one's father as a child, I know that pain all too well.
He's just like you and me, Mr. Edgeworth.
There was nobody else nearby when you went to see him.
No, the other holding cells were empty, and I didn't see any guards. Heh, well, somebody must have seen you, or you wouldn't be in there. Oh no! No. I messed up so bad, didn't I?
No, the assumption is that something happened while the two were alone together. At least I imagine that would be loser and Judge Gavel's thinking.
Oh, I see you had to correct yourself there, Edgeworthless.
Oh, shut up. You're not here.
Get out of my head.
Or if you are going to be in my head, at least stop paying rent. In any case, I think we'll need to speak to your boss next.
Last I heard, she's supposed to be around today too. Somewhere in the yard. Tell her I'm sorry, won't you? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let this happen.
Sure thing, Simeon. We're here for you. If there's anything else we can do, just say the word.
But I mean, that is... There's nothing I can do for you in return.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of that same club after all. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Wait, there's a club?
A club of people whose fathers died when they were kids and have been arrested for murder in the past.
Oh boy.
It's a very small club, but it's unfortunately filling up fast.
But
Very
I've gotten 3 nickels from it so far.
Next, you're going to tell me there's a club of people who have been accused of murder more than 4 times. Unfortunately, I think there's only one person in that club.
Yep.
Aha, actually, not true. Maya's only been arrested 3 times for murder.
Fair enough. I guess I'm just thinking of a jokingly silly animation I saw on YouTube a while ago.
I think I know the one you're talking about. It is beautiful.
Involving being accused of genocide of Turkey?
Yes.
Yep.
It's a good video.
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you. And we will get you out of here.
Through legal means, I can assure you.
Kay, break down the window.
Well, what do we have here? A gosh darn defense attorney. That's what. Bravo, big guy. I can't believe I'm saying it. But you even reminded me of your old man for a moment there.
I would like to point out I'm doing all the work here. What have you been doing?
Silently judging you, baby. That's what I do best.
I did.
From the Book of Gregory, an attorney is a friend to the friendless. Simeon, me bucko. This guy'll suffer any hardship for your friendship. Oh my god, am I doing a part impression?
Put on the pirate accent.
Simeon, me bucko. This guy suffer any hardship for your friendship. Things are gonna be shiply amazing. Yeah.
I didn't realize Talk Like a Pirate Day had come early this year, sex bang.
But that's just the thing. You never know when a pirate will strike next.
I thought that was ninjas.
That's like the only good case in that game anyway. Anyway, kid.
From Dual Destinies, yeah.
Yes. Anyway, kid. You want some candy? No, thanks. I don't like sweet stuff. Oh, huh? Bummer.
I swear, every single thing Sex Bang does completely falls flat on its face.
I think that's the
I
point.
wouldn't mind a nice ship myself. A great thief's galleon for the dread Pirate K! Yar, me hearties! We'll sail the 7 seas together and claim the greatest treasure of all,
One Piece?
the truth!
No, they're never gonna get the One Piece. Don't you know?
Hey, I still remember hearing a story about how the creator of One Piece went to a dying child's bedside and whispered to him how the entire thing would end, and the child cried in joy.
What?
Enjoy?
The child cried in joy. He was so happy.
Look at that.
Shiver me timbers, you two will be the death of me.
Edgeworth Pirate when?
Come on, let's set sail for the prison yard. No sea shanties on the way, please. Yahar.
Yar har, fiddly-dee. Being a pirate is alright with me.
Where'd Gumshoe come from?
Look, the shutter's open.
Poor Gumshoes has been shafted this whole case.
That's the way out to the yard, I believe.
Let's go take a look. Come on, what are you waiting for?
Someone's excited. Will we have a pause point soon, or do you think this is a pause point?
I would say go a little bit further, and then we can call it.
Yeah.
So, this is the famous yard. The circus performance was taking place here just before the body was discovered.
Check it out! It's like the backdrop to some epic festival!
Most of the prisoners were assembled here when the body was discovered. Which means that anyone who saw the show has an alibi. Alright, time to take a look around.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Deaf, curdling scream over here.
Stop hitting me! Help, Mr. Edward!
Why? He's doing what I've always wanted to do. Cease and desist, you beast!
Bonk, bonk, bonk,
Ouch.
bonk.
Somebody! Ow! Help! Ow! Me!
Hey, what did you do to that elephant?
Oh, is this
Don't wanna
also...
know.
Who's voicing this character?
Hold on, let me double check.
Yeah.
Who this is. It's this is. Oh, wait, really? This is also Katie.
Do you want to give her a third voice in this case?
Are you okay with giving this to Kaylin, Katie? Because Kaylin's not.
I was about to be like, I'm pretty sure this is Kaylin.
Kaylin.
I have it written down as you, Katie, but Kaylin, if you want to take Regina here.
Yes.
I would be more than happy to take Regina.
Yay!
All right, go ahead.
Stay, Isaiah, stay!
Who's that?
Ah, she's returned.
Oh, you found a new friend to play with. Good for you, girl.
Play with? Your element nearly ate me!
No.
Oh
you
my
should never
God.
do a thing like that.
You really go see Eternal Big Top. Chess. You really should.
That doesn't even bite. At least, not very often.
She's a goddamn sparkly Ojo-sama drill-haired magical girl.
Yep.
Oh, she's mommy.
What?
Yeah, no, I was literally about to say.
Exactly.
She's mommy. Sorry, that makes sense. I swear.
What?
This is the 16-year-old we were talking about.
No.
Not spelled M-A-M-I.
There is a
Mommy
character
Tomoe.
from Nautica Magica that's name is Mommy.
Oh.
M-A-M-I.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Madoka Magica.
That makes more sense.
What?
Edge, we're so stunned at this. We're almost at the stopping points when we branch
Line.
out.
What?
Sorry, I think my brain needs to restart. Oh my god. So she does have a taste for human flesh.
How did you like it? How did you like meeting a real life elephant up close? Aren't you glad you did?
Are you making her a goddamn valley girl
Yes.
too with that
Glad
accent?
I didn't die. Oh, but didn't you have fun, right? Right.
I think Valley Girl's oddly fitting for her.
Oh my god.
Just knowing.
A drill-haired Ojo, what, magical girl, valley girl.
Yes.
What the actual fuck?
And
What else
remember,
can we fit in there?
2 30-year-old men wanted this woman in marriage over here.
No, Max is only 21.
I'm sorry.
That's still not great.
It's not great, but it's not as
Better.
bad.
Better than Ben over there.
I'm starting to understand why you people didn't like that case.
This is her fucking case is ridiculous.
You got homework. Go, quote unquote, enjoy that case, or just watch that case when you
It
can.
is not enjoyable.
I'll see it whenever Bay gets around to playing it.
Yay. There, sweetie. Don't cry. She had a wonderful time. Didn't you, Kay?
No.
Don't mind a concussion. It'll go away.
Don't mislead the poor girl, Fender. Oh my god, and it's even better. She's in charge of all of the animals, which means just like a magical girl, she has a ton of fucking animal mascots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, the
She
only
did it. I'm so happy.
anytime anybody says magical girl, the only thing I can think of is Madoka Magica, and not the actual
You're
real magical
welcome.
girls.
Unfortunately, I think all the way back to Cardcaptor Sakura, because that was the first anime that got me into anime.
I mean, Cardcaptor Sakura was OG.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Here, let me make it up to you. How about a hug?
Next time, no!
Keep your trunk to yourself. Personal space, buddy.
Aw, another new friend. Isn't this just the best day ever?
I am... Hi, I think. Okay, who slipped me some weed? Okay, what did you put in my drink?
Nothing. Come on, leave me alone.
Nothing you didn't ask for.
I am Associate Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Regina. It's so nice to meet you.
I'm Kay, great thief extraordinaire, and Mr. Associate Defense Attorney's great associate.
This self-introduction brought to you by the word convoluted. I love that.
And your elephant's newest friend is Mr. Sexfang, the defense attorney.
Kay, please. Not you too.
No, I find it even funnier because Edgeworth stopped, but Kay is still going with it.
No, I didn't stop.
No,
you
you
stopped
did.
once.
You
called
missed
him
one
Mr.
word. You said Mr. Fender at one point.
Ah, damn it.
Oh.
Slip of the tongue.
Oh, she's not just any elephant. That's Azea, the Asian elephant.
Isaiah stopped the second you told her to. You really have a way with animals, Regina.
Well, I wouldn't be as much of an animal tamer if I didn't. If I didn't.
What? So you're Simeon's boss?
That's right. Regina Berry, head of the Animal Taming Department, Showbiz Division, Berry Big Circus. It's so lovely to meet all of you.
The pleasure's all ours, mademoiselle. Name's Eddie Fender. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. Haha, name drop.
No, you're
Tail
not.
drop.
So much for whipping me into shape.
You're admitting liking that, Edgeworth?
No.
Yes, she's perfect!
What are you muttering to yourself about, Kay?
That positivity, that charisma, that energy! Regina, you'd make a perfect partner in crime for the great thief Yadagarasu.
Great thief? That sounds like fun. My animals and I have. And. My animals and I have stolen the spotlight quite a bit in our time.
That's the one thing we don't want to steal. Gotta keep it on the down low, all stealthy ninja-like.
But where's the fun without a show? The download sounds like it might get me down.
Bummer. I think we've got a fundamental difference of opinion going on here.
It would indeed appear that negotiations have broken down. Well, maybe next time, Kay.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get cracking! Too bad we can't see much of what's beyond that metal fence, though.
Indeed. And we're in sore need of information in addition to evidence. Therefore, we should make an effort to talk with any persons of interest as well.
Next time!
And
I feel like
assume
that's
this
a
is
good
where we
place to
fall.
start.
Beautiful.
Woohoo!
Let's save the game and call it. Well, Very Big Circus, Regina's back. Oh, just go return the title. You already saved
Ow!
Oh, there it goes. That's fine. That's all right.
That's the home screen.
Yep, and I'm gonna end here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on another awesome dub. As funny as always. Thank you so much. So we'll be back next week. Even though I'm gonna be at
This
CO.
is surprisingly entertaining today.
Yeah. Like I feel like now we're getting more of the characters involved and we're moving the mystery along. It's picking up. So next time we'll tackle more of the second half of this case. And I'm gonna see who to raid right now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually give some love to Manny Jones. They are doing some MLB stuff. They're a sports guy. I do football podcasts with them. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me. Catch you on Tuesday for more Okami. As we actually start the third act proper, not just dick around with side quests. So see you then. Bye now.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.